What's going on, people, and welcome to Mad About Football. My name is Bass, and joining me, as always, is Kamal. What's going on, bro? How you going?
Good to be back, bro. Football's back. Premier League's back. I can't wait to be depressed about my squad. I can't wait to just abuse Arsenal. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
7 hours until kickoff. Brentford versus Arsenal is the
very first
match.
Game. Yes, very first game. You know, Arsenal at the moment sit top of the table.
Funny, man. Funny. I was gonna say, how's everyone doing? I hope everyone's doing good, keeping safe, especially in these coronial times. I got a fun fact for you.
Yes.
When we started this last year, it was around this time last year. We started this. We were in lockdown.
We're still in lockdown. We're talking about
1 year on.
1 year on.
1 year on. We're doing our second season now, and we're doing the first episode in lockdown.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, it's good. Well, it's good to be back to keep us something entertained. You get what I mean?
Yeah, man. It feels like it's been a long time because it's been like a couple of tournaments. The transfer window now is open, and just so much.
It's coming to an end, though. It's coming to an end.
It's coming to an end.
A week and a half left.
I'm just hoping my club can do something about transfers.
I heard you sold Shaqiri, so maybe use that money. We don't know.
There's only like £12 million anyway.
Yeah, but like still, you know what I mean. There's some
Liverpool should have money. They are Champions League, Premier League winners. They should have money. Where is their money?
Use on the brighter note for Liverpool. You did re-sign Virgil van Dijk.
Yeah, I saw that
for another 4 years. Which is really good in your cases.
Yeah, I'm really glad he's back. I'm really glad he's back from injury. It's going to be good to see him back playing. I don't know how good he's going to be because, of course, this is a big injury that he copped. But yeah, it's just interesting to see what's going to happen.
Yeah, and as well, some teams making very big moves, showing their intention for the season.
Yeah, that's true.
Man City already buying the league per normal. Now, you get what I mean?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, some teams strengthening where they need to. You get what I mean? Bolstering their attack.
Look, Aston Villa.
Bolstering their defense. Yeah. Aston Villa patching up all sorts of places. So, some very big transfers. Lukaku's back in the Prem.
Lukaku's back at Chelsea. Oh, my God.
Back at Chelsea. 110 million. 110 million.
It's not even worth it.
See, we bought him for 80, right? We bought him for 80, and at the time, everyone's like, "Oh, what a waste of money! What a waste of money!"
It kind of was because he's got rid of him after 2 seasons.
Yeah, because he never performed properly. He was always our scapegoat in a sense. You get what I mean? We didn't perform; it was Lukaku's fault. And then he went to Inter and dominated for 2 seasons.
Yeah,
he killed it.
He won the Scudetto with Inter Milan.
Yeah,
he had a good Euros, but Belgium should have been one of the favourites to make the finals. It just wasn't to be. I think Italy was just too strong, man.
They were the dominant, very, very dominant.
Very dominant.
I think that Italy was the best place for him.
Yes,
it was his kind of game. That's how he plays. He fit right into it, where I feel the Premier League's a whole different, it's when you have all those players from all the different farmers leagues that come to the Prem, they don't realize how competitive it actually is, right? Because you always have more than 1-2 teams going for the win, trying to compete.
The way I see it is that these days a defender has to have speed. And you've got a lot of pacey defenders in the Premier League where everywhere else doesn't really have that. I don't see PK chasing people. I don't see Chiellini chasing people. You see the way he just brought down Saka in the final. He was like, get over here. You know?
Yeah, because he was gone.
He's not going to chase him. He's not going to chase him.
And he would have taken the other card. It's called a professional foul.
Yeah.
But we're gonna start predicting, match week 1.
Yes, for the new
of 38
season. The new season. 21-22 season.
Yes, very.
Start off with the first one. Let's go. Brentford versus Arsenal.
And this is Arsenal missing a few players. Partey out, Rob Holding out, Gabriel out, Nketiah out. They did sign Ben White for 50 million. 50 million. A lot of people saying overpriced in a sense, but from what I've seen so far, he's a addition that was needed for Arsenal. You get what I mean?
100%. The guy's young. He's still got years ahead of him. He's a very, very good defender, even at a young age. Yes. I think he's only like 22 or 23.
Yes.
I can see him being really a captain for Arsenal in years to come. If he keeps up as a good form and doesn't get many injuries, I see him being one of the dressing room leaders for Arsenal. However, the price tag, everyone's complaining about the price tag. 50 million is too much. Of course, I agree. No one is worth $50 million or 50 million pounds. It's just the fact of the matter is that English players in the Premier League have a higher price tag because of the demand of English players. The FA regulations are that every team must register 8 English players in their team. Therefore, the English players' stock rises because they need English players to fill that quota. Therefore, the price rises. This is the way it is. That's just the market, the way it is. I'm like, it's not like, let's just say, if Inter buys an English player, they're not going to be paying the same amount. They'll pay much less. Not Jack Grealish. Jadon Sancho went to Dortmund for how much? Like £8 million. If he had gone to a Premier League club, it'd be £18 million.
Exactly, yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just the way FA has it set up and its regulations. That's where the English players' stock rises.
Yes, but so Arsenal have also brought in Lokonga. I really like this player. I will give it to Arsenal. I really like Lokonga.
Yeah, he looks pretty good.
He looks pretty good. He is what they need in the midfield defensive-wise.
Yeah.
Defensive-wise, and I've been watching, from what I've seen in their preseason, they've been doing he's been killing it.
He has.
You get what I mean?
He's been looking very good, but we'll see when the season starts.
Yeah, exactly. It's a whole different thing.
Exactly.
But again, I feel like they keep falling short because, Ben White, 50 mil, Lokonga, I don't know how much it costs, 17, 18, something maybe.
Yeah, and they bought Tavares as well.
But
15.
They're still lacking.
They're still lacking in players.
Still very, very lacking, right? They're very, very lacking. You're going to put... Who's going to start next to Ben White? Because you have Gabriel, Partey out injured. You're going to start Pablo Mari, right? You send William Saliba out on loan for the whole season.
For the 4th season.
Again. And he's been killing it. He's been killing it for Marseille.
Yeah, I know.
Right? Xhaka was going to leave for Roma, but now he signed a 4-year contract.
Yeah, that was interesting. I thought Arsenal could use the extra £15 million or £20 million, whatever the price was. It was going to be in their transfer budget. And I don't feel... I think, look, Xhaka played well in the Euros. I think this is why Arsenal wanted to keep him, maybe.
Yeah, but
he did have a decent Euros.
He did have a decent Euros, but the thing
he hasn't been performing well for him for the last, 5 years.
He's that player that has 1-2 good games in a row, and then everyone loves him, and then he just dips 5 shit games. He'll do some stupid challenge, get a red card. Yeah. He'll fight with the fans. He'll do this, and then he'll have 2 good games again, and then everyone will forget about it. And then they'll praise him.
Yeah.
Right. And then So, they keep saying, they want to rebuild, they want to do this, they want to do that, but I don't see any players leaving.
Look, the only good thing about Arsenal this season is they don't have any European competition. Thank God for that.
So they can fully focus on Premier
on the
League.
league.
Yeah,
Exactly. And that's the only thing that's going good for them is no European. I know the money must suck without European competition, obviously, but the only thing going good for them in order for them to rebuild is to have that extra time.
that focuses, yeah.
Extra focus on the Premier League and maybe FA. Maybe they can go for a cup run, maybe go into the League Cup.
Yeah.
Anyways, we're here to predict our
yes, and Brentford
week game.
Yeah, Brentford, also the new boys being promoted to the Premier League from the Championship. And I'll give you a good fact. This will be the first league meeting between Arsenal and Brentford since March 1947.
Damn.
1947, bro. Over 50 years.
Do you know who won? Do you know who won that game?
Arsenal 1-0.
Wow.
Arsenal 1-0.
I've been hearing some good things about Ivan Toney, the Brentford striker.
Yes, he killed it last season for them.
He was top striker in the Championship last season. It's pretty much on his back that Brentford got through to the Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah, I really rate them. I think.
Do you reckon Brentford might stay up this season? This was like one of those teams that will stay up.
I think so. Yeah, sorry, go on.
I was going to say, how like every season you have that Championship team that comes up and they kill it, like Leeds last season, or who was one before Leeds that killed it?
Wolves.
Yeah, or Leicester.
Yes, I agree. I think it's either going to be them or Watford. I've been liking the way Watford play. Watford are one of those teams that if they show up on the day, you don't know what you're going to get. You get what I mean?
Like, they can punish you.
They can punish you. Like we've seen it with the Liverpool game.
Yeah,
the Liverpool game.
Yeah,
right?
we went on like a 14-game winning streak or whatever. The Watford spoiled our day, if you remember.
It's the one that you hadn't lost. Was it? Yeah.
No, it wasn't at home. It was the year that we won the league.
Yeah.
Watford beat us.
Yeah.
The home loss or the home win streak, the home no loss streak or whatever, unbeaten streak that we had was when we lost to Burnley 1-0. That was last season.
Yeah, but I think it'll be a good game. I'm gonna go for a 3-2 Arsenal win.
Yeah, dude. I think Arsenal should be on paper too strong for this Brentford side. But then again, man, Brentford aren't messing around. They're here to play too.
I agree.
3-2. I reckon it's a fair result. But I reckon Arsenal 3-1.
Arsenal 3-1? Still got a result too.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, we'll move on to the next one, which is my boys versus Leeds United, which is a very big game, which is a very good game.
This is the repeat of that game where McTominay turned up and he's thrashed Leeds like 5-2. Do you remember that?
No, it was 7-2.
Oh, 7-2, was it?
It was 7-2, I remember.
There you go. I remember McTominay turned up for once in his life and scored a brace.
Yeah, within 5 minutes, we're 2-0 up.
Yeah.
5 minutes, we're 2-0 up. We're missing a lot of players, to be honest.
Tell me, who are you missing?
Jesse Lingard's copped coronavirus, COVID.
Oh, wow.
Dean Henderson's copped COVID. We still haven't announced Varane, even though his medical and everything's completed.
Yep.
Right, which is I'm very, very happy about that deal. It's a spot we really needed to focus on in the summer. And I think 40 million for a World Cup winner, 4-time Champions League winner.
Bargain.
Like a world-class, one of the top 10. I put him top 10. I'd say just outside top 5 defenders in the world.
Yeah.
In the world.
Yeah.
for 40 million, I feel it's gonna bolster us a lot.
Oh, dude, it's a definite upgrade on Lindelof.
I feel and I've been saying this. I feel that with Varane coming in, it takes a lot of pressure off Harry Maguire.
Definitely,
it will take off.
Especially, it's going to be another leader in the dressing room as well.
Exactly. Varane's played with the best. He knows how to play. Yeah. He's got the height. He's got the pace. And I feel like this season we will see the best of Maguire. Yet last season he was killer for us, but this season I feel like we'll show why we spent so much money for him.
Oh, look, Maguire always had the talent and the potential.
Yeah.
This is what you pretty much bought. You bought someone with the talent and the potential to be a world-class defender. Last season, the way Man United started was all Maguire's fault.
Yes.
It's down to his shocking shambolic.
But then,
I don't know what the fuck he was doing.
But then he picked up, right?
He did pick up. And I believe that he was one of... during the Euros, I think he was one of England's best players.
He was, and I feel like we really showed how much we rely on Maguire is when he got injured in the last 3 games.
That's true.
Our defense just crumbled.
That's
right?
true.
Our defense
and he's lost like the last 3 or 4 games.
We literally lost the last 3 games. Yeah, but we didn't care because we had second place solidified, and we really focused on the Europa.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. So I would have won if Van Dijk got injured then I'd be like, all right. But straight away from the start of the season, it's like
going back to it. Rashford's out till October because he had shoulder surgery.
Yep.
Edison Cavani just got back to England, so he's got a quarantine. I doubt he'll be there. Jadon Sancho has only trained 1.5 sessions. I doubt he'll probably come off the bench. That's all our players out, but we still have depth enough that
you're still gonna have Daniel James, you're still gonna have Martial.
Well, Martial, Greenwood, we have Bruno, we have Bruno,
Fred.
Right? But at the same,
is Pogba gonna sign a new deal or what?
I don't know. Now that Messi's gone to PSG, I don't see them bidding for him, right?
Yeah.
I don't see them bidding for him.
I don't see anyone bidding for Pogba.
Yeah, and this is his final contract in his prime, like in his prime days. So he wants a proper contract, right?
Yeah.
So we'll see. On what's it called again? Leeds' side, they have some really good. They signed the Julian Firpo.
Yep.
From Barcelona.
Yep.
Right, he's a very good young, talented left back. What's it called? Is it Stuart Dallas? No, it's not Stuart Dallas.
He was there from the beginning.
Calvin Phillips had a really, really good Euros.
Yeah,
he had a very, very good Euros. I thought, I reckon this will be a very good game, very good attacking game. You get what I mean? But I'm going to go for a United 4-2 win.
So all sticking with the club, huh?
Yeah, of course. Never.
It's going to be at Old Trafford. Fans are back.
Yes, it will be so good to.
Yeah, man. It's been like how long? Like almost 2 years.
A year and a half. Yeah, almost 2 years. Yes.
Crazy, dude.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel Man United should be too strong on paper. They're looking really good, especially even with their injured players and whatnot. I think Man United should take this, especially now with the fans at Old Trafford. And it all makes a big difference, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Now that home games are happening in front of fans, it should make a bit of a difference. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Man United win.
I don't know. Wait, we'll move on to the next one, which is Burnley versus Brighton at
Turf Moor.
Turf Moor. Where is it? Sorry, here it is. Turf Moor. Brighton obviously losing Ben White.
Yep.
Ben White, which would be a massive loss for Brighton in a sense.
Definitely.
I have Brighton going down this season.
I was gonna just say that.
I
was gonna say that if they don't buy anyone with that £50 million that they just got for Ben White,
I don't see him.
I don't see him surviving. They need a striker. I don't feel Welbeck.
Mo. Yeah, go on, sir.
Or Mopai, either one. They're not good enough.
Welbeck's out till September.
There you go.
Right, so Lamptey is also out.
Yeah,
Lamptey's out.
Yeah, it was a good seeing Lamptey last season. The way, when Lamptey was on the field, it looked like Brighton had a good plan going forward.
Exactly.
They use Lamptey's pace. On the wing.
Yeah. Especially in that Chelsea game, you could really see it. That Chelsea game, start of the season, But honestly, I think that I've always had a soft spot for Burnley. I really like them. I really like the way they play. Their coach, I really like him. Yeah, Sean Dice. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Burnley win.
2-1 Burnley win. I'm going to go for a Burnley win as well. I'm going to say 1-0. Only because Brighton's yet to... I know they got Lewis Dunk, but they haven't really organized the defense properly. After losing such a big player in Ben White, who was instrumental for them to stay up in the league last season, losing such a big player for him now without any replacements, I can't see him staying up at all. And especially in this sort of games, this is the games where you must take points from. It's the games like these against Burnley, the games against teams like Newcastle or Norwich, West Ham. You got to try and steal points from these teams to try and stay up. So I feel Burnley will be too strong on the day. 1-0.
Yes, I agree. We'll move on to our next one, which is Chelsea versus Crystal Palace.
Is it? I thought it was Everton, wasn't it? Oh, yeah, you're right. Sorry.
No,
you're right.
There's a few. There's a few at 12.
Yeah. Sorry.
Chelsea coming off that Super Cup European. They've done the European treble.
Yep.
They've done the Champions League and the European Cup. The European.
So it's a double, not a treble.
Double. Yeah, no. Yeah. If they win the World Cup, the FIFA World Cup, the Pro World Cup, whatever it is, they will. Yeah. They signed again. We mentioned it earlier. Lukaku for 110 mil, which even bolsters their attack because that means Kai and Werner can sit behind Lukaku and just feed him.
Pretty much. And they also got Ziyech.
Ziyech is out injured till September.
Yeah,
with a shoulder injury. But
what about the other guy, the American Pulisic?
Pulisic is there. Yeah, Pulisic had a good. Pulisic had a good summer with USA winning that Gold Cup. Whatever
I don't know. Did they win the Gold Cup?
Yeah, they won that, and the conference, whatever the one they're in,
CONCACAF or something.
Yeah, it's always them in Mexico. There's no other good teams. Crystal Palace not really done anything. Patrick Vieira is their new coach.
Yeah, man, I've got Crystal Palace as another team gonna be there or thereabouts getting relegated this season.
I think so too. I think Zaha's just getting sick of it at this point. I don't understand what's keeping him there. You get what I mean? You're a player that's at in your prime. You're losing years. At, unfortunately, Crystal Palace. You get what I mean?
And right now, I think any team can bid, 40 million and take him.
Yeah.
Cut price.
100%. 40 million would be done. Good money, take it. You get what I mean?
This is a player that suits Arsenal, in my opinion. Arsenal should be bidding for a player like Zaha.
I agree.
Because, number one, if he comes into Arsenal, he'll be playing with better players where it's like at Crystal Palace, it's like their plan seems to be just pass the ball to Zaha and he'll do the rest. where you actually have a plan with better players, playing for a better team.
Yeah, or not that pressure's on you to just create.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like Patrick Vieira. I think he'll do better than what's his name?
Roy Hodgson.
You
reckon?
Yeah,
I think so. I reckon Roy was all right.
I thought he was all right too, but I think Patrick Vieira, because he used to play in like the rougher days of the Prem. You get what I mean? Like he used to play when like tackles weren't as soft, like when people were really, really physical. So I think he'd try to bring that mentality of sorts into this game.
Look, just because you were a good player back in your day, it doesn't mean you're going to be a good manager. I mean, look at Thierry Henry. The guy was a superstar back in his day. And he played during the days of Patrick Vieira too. He was shocking for Monaco. He almost got him relegated.
But yeah, I think Chelsea, honestly, even with the squad they have, I honestly think they're just way too dominant. They're just going to run rampant over Crystal Palace. I have Chelsea up there. Fighting for the league. I'm going to go for a 3-0 Chelsea win.
Yeah, I'm going for a 5-0.
Start a statement, huh?
Yeah. Dude, Chelsea need something like this. They need to start off with a big statement saying that we're going to challenge for a title.
Yes, because there's a lot of pressure on them this season. You get what I mean?
Yeah, man.
They've just won the Champions League. They've just won the Champions
League. They've now in the last 2 seasons spent almost £400 million.
Exactly. So they. Even though they've won the Champions League, I think their ambition is for the Prem. You know what I mean? I think that
should be number one. That should be on any of the top 4 clubs. Number one's priority is the Prem.
Mm-hmm. Except Man City. Man City, I think their priority should be Champions League.
It
should be Champions League. I think they don't really care about the Prem.
Dude, I think if they get Harry Kane, it's just going to be a walk in the park for them. They're going to win.
Just don't start.
They got Jack Grealish. Fucking if they get Harry Kane, that's just the icing on. That's just the cherry. It's cherry on top of the cake. Yeah. It's just handing the Premier League already.
I agree. But yeah, we'll move on to the next one, which is Leicester City versus Wolves. At the
I've got Everton versus Southampton.
Oh yeah, we can do Everton Southampton. Yeah, all right.
You want to do that first?
Yeah.
All right, let's go first.
Rafa Benitez is the new coach of Everton.
Yeah, man. Look, I thought it wouldn't bother me seeing Rafa.
I think a lot of Liverpool fans are very angry about it. I think a lot of Liverpool fans.
I can't say I'm angry about it. It bothered me a little bit when I saw Rafa holding up an Everton scarf.
Yeah,
and I was like, oh man, what the fuck?
Look,
I totally get why he's managing Everton. I heard that his family lives in Liverpool, and it's
because he used to be a Liverpool legend.
And I know he loves the city, and that he wants to be close to his family and whatnot. I think this is the only way he can get close to his family, by taking the Everton job. I totally get that, and honestly, I think it's going to piss off Everton fans more that Rafa is.
Yeah, he was like a former Liverpool. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see.
That's why I'm not even bothered. Just as long as you don't beat us on the day, it's fine.
I think Everton have a very bright future. They're building a very, very nice stadium, like a very nice stadium. They've got some good players. They got some good players. Unfortunately, we won't mention the Gylfi Sigurdsson situation at the moment. Let's not talk about that one.
I don't really know much of the details about that, but
we just know that Southampton, on the other hand, have lost 2 big players.
Yeah, in the Vestergaard and
Danny Ings, right? So I haven't seen them bolster up.
I haven't either. I haven't seen anything yet.
If I feel as if they don't, bolstered their defense or whatnot, we're going to see a lot of 9-0s, bro. We're going to see a lot of 9-0s, man. Coming against big teams. I feel like we're going to see a lot of them, right? Because Vestergaard killed it for their defense. He's a very, very good player in my opinion.
Yeah. Dude, Ben, we were saying like by December or November, Southampton was first last season on the league table.
Yeah, they were first.
But before the 9-0 thrashing from Man United, they were first. They were on top.
Yeah, and then their players kept getting injured. They didn't have the depth, and then just kept dropping, right?
Yeah.
So how are they gonna keep that up this season?
Without Vestergaard or Danny Ings, we don't know how. Honestly, I don't know how.
Right. I'm gonna go for a Everton 2-0 win. Right.
Yeah, I'm with you on that one too. I'm going for an Everton win. I'm gonna say 3-1. I see maybe a lucky goal from Ward-Prowse. I'm surprised too. Ward-Prowse hasn't got a transfer move away from St. Mary's Stadium.
Well, maybe he doesn't realize. Maybe in January he'll leave. I think once midway through the season, when he's like, "Oh crap,"
we're gonna go down.
We're not buying players. We're sticking with the squad we have. We don't have the depth.
Yeah.
I want to win titles. I'm gonna go to not even a big club in England. Like even. Villa, Everton, Everton, maybe not Leeds, Wolves, even something like that. Really good.
Wolves is like when I see Wolves, I do remember them like being that underdog European team that they were 2 years ago, but they are far from that team now.
I agree.
Especially now, I'm hearing rumors that Adama Traore wants to leave.
Yeah, but he had a shit last season. To be honest, he started performing a little bit towards the end, but it was too little, too late.
Especially with Jimenez had that
head concussion,
cracked skull. Have you seen him lately?
Yeah, he scored in preseason against Porto.
He's back. He looks very skinny though. Doesn't look like he was. Doesn't look as bulky as he was.
He wears the helmet now though, as well, like the Peter Cech helmet.
Yeah, I'm just trying to imagine like would it still hurt hitting the ball?
I don't think so, because I think he would have done enough rehab and enough recovery where you're not allowed to hit a ball until your skull is like fully healed. Do you get what I mean? Because
I don't know. I don't know if you can actually get fully healed from an injury like that. Like, are you going to be 100% again?
I think that's why you have the
helmet,
the helmet
to protect you.
Yeah. Like I said, I reckon an Everton 2-0 win.
Yeah, I'm going for 3-1 Everton. Richarlison got the gold medal for Brazil.
Yes, Brazil. Yes, good for him.
Yeah, good for them. Well, they lost against Argentina in the Copa America, so winning the Olympic Games is a consolation prize.
Which one would you rather, Copa America or win a gold medal for Brazil?
That's a good one.
You know what I mean?
I reckon gold medal.
Yeah, I reckon a gold medal, to be honest. I reckon a gold medal because he's still young. He can still win a Copa. You get what I mean?
True.
He can still win a Copa, where the Olympics is a whole different prestigious thing.
That's true.
You get what I mean?
That's true. It's only for the under 23s as well, where
exactly
after you're maybe if you're like a superstar or something for Brazil, maybe you can come in as one of the over 30 guys.
Yeah, like Dani Alves.
Dani Alves, yeah. But if you're not, that's your chance now is when you're under 23 to get it.
Exactly, right? So I'd take honestly the gold medal.
Gold medal.
Say that you want a gold medal for your country is better than saying you want a Copa America for your country.
That's true.
Really, when there's only really you, Brazil, Argentina, Chile, Uruguay. Really, is the only. Literally the only.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a competition there. It sucks where European teams, European international teams, there's like at least 10 you could think of that has a chance of winning the European title.
Yeah, they even invited Australia to the Copper. Like,
that's how
much. That's how much I don't like. I don't rate that cup. It's the fact that you've invited Australia to a South America tournament. Is beyond me.
Yeah.
But yeah, all right, we move on to another big game. Leicester City versus Wolves.
Yeah, man. Leicester City's been bolstering up hard. They got Patson Daka.
Any good? I don't know who he is.
Decent player for Lille. Last season, Lille won
I know Lille won.
They bought Patson Daka from Lille.
Yes. They've also bought Vestergaard. So Vestergaard went from Southampton
as well. And they've got one more player, Sumare, I think his name is. I don't know too much about him, but he seems like a decent buy.
Mm-hmm. Fofana is out probably for the season. Maybe. I'm not sure. Was it confirmed? Broken leg?
It's been confirmed.
No, he's out till mid-October. Is it? Yeah, it was.
I heard it was a whole season out.
It was something tibia, I think. It might have been his tibia. Okay. On my notes, I just have him out till mid-October.
Fair enough.
Right. Johnny Evans is out. Johnny Evans is out. That's about it. Pedro Neto is out for Wolves and Bolly is out for Wolves.
Oh, wow.
Right, but Jimenez is back. Jimenez is back, which is...
Also, I want to add that Wolves lost Rui Patricia too.
Yes, they did. And they got Jose Sarr.
I don't know who that is.
He played for Olympiacos.
Ooh. That doesn't sound good.
That doesn't either. I don't think it doesn't look like James Maddison is going to go to Arsenal.
Yeah, I
want 70 mil or something for him, man.
80 million.
Jesus.
80 million. Dude, if I was Maddison, I will stay at Leicester anyway.
I would, because they won the Community Shield
they did against Man City.
Against Manchester City, right?
So that's another title, I guess.
Title.
Yeah.
Exactly. They'd be happy. They wouldn't care if it's a Community Shield.
They're FA Cup winners. Look, they're going into this Europa League looking like favourites, in my opinion.
Okay, we'll see. Well, we'll see who drops down from Champions League as well. So,
look, unless it's a team like Real Madrid dropping to down,
I doubt it.
I'm like.
But you got to remember, this is also Leicester City, the ones that do so well until the very end, and then they just bottle it.
That's a Brendan Rodgers thing.
Yeah, but you can say they're favourites. They get to the final four, and then they just drop out.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, and then you'd be like, "Oh, that's just Leicester for you." You get what I mean?
True.
I don't know. See, this is a very tough game. You know, I'm leaning towards more Leicester.
I am too.
Obviously more Leicester, but at the same time, Wolves, you don't know how Wolves are going to play this season. You get what I mean?
Yeah, man. New manager, new system, new players. I don't know.
I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw, to be honest.
2-2 draw. I'm going to go for a Leicester win. Okay. Only because Wolves now got a new manager who's trying to find his feet in a new squad. Yep. Couple of good players for Wolves, but I can't see them as the Wolves of 2 seasons ago where
no way.
They were everyone's second favorite team, you know, because they've done so well to get into Europe as an underdog. You know, I love them for that, but they're not the same team for me. I'm going for a Leicester win. I'm going to go for a 2-0 Leicester win. Only because Leicester now, this is like their 3rd season that they should learn from to start, you know, dominating early.
We'll see.
Getting the points on the board early in order to get your top 4. Because, you know what I mean? Like 3rd season lucky. We'll see what happens. Like they need this season to be a Champions League season.
Yeah.
Top 4 is the aim for it. Next game we got on is Watford versus Aston Villa. Watford, newly promoted, and Aston Villa bolstering their squad, man, getting players like Emi Buendia.
Yes, Buendia was a big buy for them because he was going to go to Arsenal.
Yeah, man, right? They pretty much just swooped and took him from Arsenal's hands.
No, but see, not even that. So they offered 30 mil for Buendia, Arsenal, and then Villa came in and offered him 40.
Yeah.
And then Arsenal matched it, but he still went to Villa.
Yeah.
Which is crazy to think that people are now picking Aston Villa over Arsenal.
I think Emi Martinez had something to do with that because they both played for Argentina. And during the Copa America, I reckon Martinez would have told him to go to come to Aston Villa instead of going to Arsenal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Which that's crazy to me though. At the same time, that the fact that people are now picking Aston Villa over Arsenal. Who else did they sign? They got Danny Ings on a good deal,
and Leon Bailey.
Yes, Leon Bailey, which is he a defender or
no? He's an attacker, he's like a winger.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, left winger, I think.
Yeah. Did they always have Nakamba?
Who?
Nakamba?
I have no idea. Maybe.
Conce, was he a? Let me just see his.
Well, Konsa,
yes.
Konsa's a defender. He was there last season.
He was there last season. I'm just looking at this. But yeah, no. It will be good to see them play, right? Especially with Jack Grealish gone. I want to see who brings the options, who makes creative options. Watford last season were very, very good. They killed it. Yeah. They killed it coming back up. One of those teams that drop and then the next season they're back in the Prem.
Yeah, I know.
I think they're a very good team. I think this is going to be a very attacking game from both teams.
I want to see how good Ismail Assad does this season with Watford. I feel like this is the season where he can get a big. If he pulls up well,
he'll get a big deal.
He'll get a big deal from.
He'll get a big deal from someone.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
It's going to be at Watford's home ground.
Yes, which will be very, very loud. Very, very loud
because they're back in the Prem.
I'm going to go for a 2-1. I'm going to go. I don't know. See, I feel like either team could take this. That's the thing.
I'm going for a Villa win.
I'm going to go for a. You know what? I'll go the opposite. I'll go for a Watford 2-1 win.
Okay. I'm going for Aston Villa 2-1 win.
That's all right.
Okay. Let's go to the next game. My boys playing against Norwich at Carrow Road.
Yes. So the last of the three teams that were promoted up to the Premier League from the Championship. Norwich finished top of the Championship.
Pookie. Remember the Pookie party?
Pookie party.
Man, it feels so long ago when Norwich beat Man City 3-2.
Yeah, and Pookie scored 2 of them, yes. There's some players in this Norwich team that I'm gonna watch this season. You got Billy Gilmore on loan from Chelsea.
Good player.
You got Todd Cantwell.
He done well this season before last.
Yes. Max
Aarons. I think Max Aarons is there as well. Max Aarons, left back. He should be good. And one player as well is a striker. Who were the strikers for Norwich? Tell me. Ida.
Just Pookie. I can't.
Ida. There's one called Ida.
Ida? Is there? I don't know.
Ida.
I don't know.
IDAH.
Sorry. O'Neill, Jordan Higgin, Millot, Rashid, Todd Cantwell, Adam Adal, Joshua Sargent.
Isn't it? It's Adam Ida.
Yeah, Adam Ida from Ireland.
Yeah.
From Ireland.
If he gets his shot to play, I reckon he'll do good.
Yep.
Very quick, young, hungry. I think he should be playing. Yep. However, because it's my boys, I'm gonna go for. I'm going first for this prediction. I'm gonna say a 4-0 Liverpool win.
That's good. So this is the season I hope to see the best of Thiago. Right?
Yes,
because he started to show it at the end of last season.
Yes,
but little bit too late. Yes, he's made top 4, but barely.
Barely.
You know what I mean? Barely.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, we finished third, but like we kept it to the last 2 games of the season.
The last games, right?
Literally.
Van Dijk is back, so we'll see how he goes in the season. You signed that French defender,
Konate.
Yes, from RB Leipzig.
He looks good. He looks very solid.
I like him. He's a big boy.
Strong, big boy. Yeah.
That's exactly what you need in the Prem.
Yeah.
Right? I feel he'll be very good with
Virgil van Dijk.
But in my opinion, that's not enough for this Liverpool squad. You know, I thought you would have learned from last season where you don't have that much of depth, if you get what I mean.
We do have depth now.
Yeah, but like if your players keep getting injured, then who's going to keep playing then? You know what I mean? What happens if you have the same problem as last season?
Well, now in defense, we've got Konate, Gomez,
defense-wise, yes.
Virgil van Dijk, Nathaniel Phillips,
Matip.
Matip is always injured. I can't believe that Matip is still there. Reece Williams. You know, these are players who have the experience now.
I'm talking about your midfield, man. Because say Fabinho gets injured, Piate ready write him off for the season. Thiago, okay. Jordan Henderson overload, so he's out.
Yeah.
James Milner is even going to pull his hamstring running being subbed on.
Yeah.
When he's running to his position after being subbed on.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you there, 100%. But the only player that we have is Curtis Jones.
You're right. Jota for your attacking, you know, I'd put him instead of Firmino. But who else are you going to put? What happens if Salah gets injured? Where's Mane going to play? Shaqiri's gone.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. Like we need players to replace Shaqiri.
Right. So I think he's need to start getting busy towards the end of this transfer market.
Agree,
not even for your starting lineup, even if you bench players, right?
Yeah.
Just so you have that extra attacking presence.
I mean, I know we got Minamino back.
I like Minamino. I don't mind it, to be honest.
He played very well for Southampton. When he went out on loan, he turned up for Southampton, dude.
But even for you guys, he was doing well off the bench. Like he comes off the bench, he's a very good performance player off the bench.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be starting him week in, week out, but I would be giving him time off the bench. But Norwich, I don't see Norwich having a chance, to be honest. I'm going to go for a 4-1 Norwich for a Liverpool win. Sorry.
Yeah, I'm going for 4-0.
Yep.
We're just going to be too dominant. I see his Salah hat-trick. Mm-hmm. Come on, Moe.
Oh, let's go, Moe. All right. So the next one is Newcastle versus West Ham. You know, I think West Ham will try to continue off that very good season they had last season.
Come close to the mic.
Sorry. I think West Ham will want to continue their form from last season.
Yeah.
Which was very good, which surprised a lot of people.
Oh, yeah, man. They almost made top 4.
They almost, but the fact that they kept up for so long and they did so well for so long was the amazing thing.
I was actually expecting maybe Lingard to be bought by West Ham. I mean, who have West Ham bought?
No one. They've signed people. They've signed some people. I don't know who.
Because they need to sign players now that they're in the European competition, or else they won't have the depth to even survive in the Premier League. If they
got a roller from PSG.
It's not enough.
But as a keeper,
Fabianski's better.
But still, that's about it, bro. To be honest,
Fabianski's better. He's not starting.
Craig Dawson, centre back from
he's been there before.
Watford. But yeah, no, that's about it, man. They haven't been making any moves. I hear Joseph Willock is going to
Newcastle.
Joseph Willock is going to Newcastle, yes, for about
20
24 mil, which is good. He done very well for them.
He did, man. How many goals he scored for Newcastle? He came in
January.
10. He came in January and he ended up being top scorer in Newcastle.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Good on him. I guess, see, Joe Willock should be playing for Arsenal. Arsenal should be utilising this player. But,
they should.
I'm not Arteta. Thank God for that.
I reckon
I see a draw on the cards, man.
Yeah.
I'm going 0-0.
I'm going to go for a 1-1.
I don't see Souček having the season that he had last year.
I don't either.
I reckon it was a fluke one. You know how you have that one season wonders. One player comes to mind. He was a Spanish player that played for Swansea, going back like 10 years ago.
Oh, Michu.
Was it
Michu? Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Michu. Yeah, he
killed
had
it. He killed it.
Season where he scored like 14 goals.
Yeah, we played them in the Carabusa, and he was gonna he was killing us in that Carabusa.
Carabao Cup.
Yeah, the Carabao Cup.
He was a good player for that one season where Swansea, at that time, Brendan Rodgers was their manager. And I remember he kept scoring against Arsenal, mainly. He loved to score against Arsenal. I remember he scored like a brace one time and then a hat-trick another time against Arsenal.
Yeah, he kept killing it, bro.
He did kill it, man. Like Swansea at that time was like Arsenal's Achilles heel.
Yeah. I'm just reading Manchester United. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer confirms that Jadon Sancho will play a part in Leeds game, and Rafael Varane will not make an appearance here.
Because Varane hasn't even been which drives me a bit weird. Like it's a bit weird.
Do you know what it was? So he was supposed to be in England the start of this week, but his visa got delayed in being accepted.
Fair enough. Yeah, fair enough.
So his visa didn't get accepted till about Tuesday. He flew to England on Wednesday. He had to quarantine for 2 days.
Yeah.
Had to quarantine, and then he finished his medical, all the paperwork signed, but we still haven't announced him. So we should be announcing him either tonight or tomorrow, hopefully.
Fair enough.
Hopefully.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, unfortunately, hopefully next week he'll be playing a part, which means he'll probably start next week.
Yeah, I'm really excited to see Varane in the Prem, honestly.
I'm excited too. I really hope he lives up to expectation.
Yeah.
Especially Sancho. I'm excited to see him. But yeah, I reckon I'm going on a 1-1 draw Newcastle West Ham.
No worries.
I'm also reading that Martin Odegaard would love to re-sign with Arsenal, rejoin Arsenal.
I've heard about that too.
He was really happy during the loan spell last season, and he's waiting for Arsenal bid to be accepted by Real Madrid once the green light arrives. A player like Odegaard with Real Madrid, I don't see Odegaard being anything under 30 million. Right?
Dude, Odegaard has a release clause in his
of 135 mil.
Of 135
mil. Yeah.
Dude, Real Madrid. Look, I know the way Arsenal try and lowball these sort of transfers. I've had experience with it when they tried to sign Suarez for 40 million plus $1, and they thought it was enough to trigger that release clause.
Oh no way! I don't see
Real Madrid settling for anything less than 70 million for Odegaard,
and especially for Odegaard, he's a very young, bright talent. You know what I mean?
He was a young, bright talent. He's not that young anymore. He's getting older, and he's been wasted by Real Madrid. By them. By them sending him out on loan every season or just warming up the bench for him because they got so many of those players.
He's been playing for them in preseason though, so we'll see. They still have yet to decide if they want to sell him or not.
Yeah.
If I was Real Madrid, I wouldn't sell him. With all the people leaving at the moment, Real Madrid, I wouldn't sell him. If I was Ancelotti, I'd try to keep him.
Yeah.
I'm also seeing that Thomas Tuchel joking about. He's saying that he tried to buy Haaland and Lukaku. and he wanted Lewandowski in the 10 position, but apparently his board didn't listen, right? So,
man, these guys are playing like FIFA career mode, bro.
Oh, bro, they're just
like real life career mode. Just get whatever.
Nah, yeah. But yes, yeah. So yeah, 1-1 for Newcastle, West Ham. All right, so we've got to move on to our final game, which is our Mad About Football match game of the week, our first one of the season, which is Tottenham versus Manchester City.
Yeah, man.
Which is a very big game to start off the season.
It would have been weird too if Harry Kane
had already gone.
Had signed for Man City already. It would be the first game of the season. Man, imagine the fans will just turn on Harry Kane. Maybe this is what Harry Kane's waiting for. He's waiting for this game to pass.
But we'll see how he plays against Manchester City. You get what I mean?
Yeah, that's true as well.
We'll see if he starts tanking his performance, not giving 100% or whatnot. I don't think Harry Kane's that kind of player, though.
Nah, he's a professional, man. He's a professional.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, but
he's a man of his word. I believe so. Anyway, I don't think he will tank anything on purpose.
I believe so. What's it called again? But Man City are starting the way they started last season, where they had a lot of players injured.
Yes.
So De Bruyne is out.
Yeah.
Phil Foden is out. And yeah, but they did also sign Jack Grealish, so they do have that, Neil.
Yeah. They still have a top squad, but they're like we saw last season, they won the whole league without a striker.
Basically, yes. Basically.
Jesus done nothing.
He didn't, and Aguero was out injured half of it.
More than half of it.
Still, yeah, but still, like I know they're trying to sign Harry Kane, but they need an attacker. They need a striker.
Even if they sign a player like Lautaro Martinez from Inter Milan, they'll still win the league.
100%.
They don't need a Harry Kane.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking they don't need a striker that will score you 20 goals in a season.
Because their forwards are already good enough. You have Grealish, you have Bernardo Silva, you got Raheem Sterling. Even though Sterling misses a lot of chances, he will still get you like 9 goals a season.
He will still bang you. Mahrez, you have Mahrez who is very underrated in that Manchester City squad.
If you give Mahrez extra time on the pitch, he'll give you like 15 goals a season. He was so good for Leicester City.
Plays, not even towards the end of the season for City, he was very dominant. He was performing very well.
Even Gundogan was performing very well when De Bruyne got injured.
Yeah, but he dipped. Yeah,
he did.
His form was good for a couple of
weeks.
Yeah, and then he dropped. Tottenham have signed a centre-back, Christian Romero.
Yeah.
Romero.
It'll be interesting how he gets along. But I still feel Spurs are missing a lot of players. Like I feel like they still need a right back. I don't know if they're going to keep going with Serge Aurier.
Yes. They signed Brian Gill.
Yeah, he's a forward as well.
He's a left mid, yes.
Spanish player.
But yeah, so this game is going to be very, 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 very close.
Dude, I'm going to call it now. Man City is going to dominate this game.
You reckon?
Yeah, man. This is Nuno's, like, we know what he did with Wolves was good, but he could have done better. But then again,
I think the first season when they got into the Prem where they finished 6th, that's the best he could have done with that team. You know what I mean?
He overachieved.
He overachieved, and I feel like
last season they finished like 14th.
Yeah, I feel like after they lost to Sevilla was it Sevilla? No, it was who'd they lose to? Who'd Wolves lose to in the finals? I don't know. Someone. I thought he should have left after they lost in the Europa where they finished 6th. He should have gone to a bigger team because that's when he had that momentum.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like if he can do what he did at Wolves to this team, they might. I wouldn't say he wouldn't overachieve, but he'd achieve the bare minimum.
I don't
in
think
a sense.
So. I don't
really?
think. I don't think he'll be making top 6. I don't think he'll be making top 7. I don't think they'll make even top 9.
Really?
If they lose Harry Kane, they'll be lucky to even make top 10. Only because Nuno wasn't the first option.
Oh, he was like the 12th option, bro. You can literally make a starting 11 of all the managers rejected Tottenham. Literally already there. He's coming to a new club with a bunch of players that they already know that this guy wasn't even the first pick, wasn't even the second pick, wasn't even the third pick. Exactly. He is the 12th pick. I agree.
To be the manager. So with the respect there is already gone out the window. Where with Liverpool, Klopp was our first pick, and he demanded the respect of his players.
Yeah, Solskjaer was our first pick too. We went straight for Solskjaer.
Yeah, he did. I don't know why.
I don't know either. I don't think there were any good managers out there at the moment. You get what I mean?
Conte.
No, he was at Inter.
He's jobless now. He's jobless now.
Yeah, but we literally have no reason to sack Ole though.
Yeah,
we have no reason.
Come on, dude. Trophyless last season. Villarreal game was shocking.
But I understand. Trust me, bro. I'm still trying to recover for it. Look, I've still got Europa badges on my jersey. Right? Don't stop. Right? Do you know how scared I was when Chelsea and them were playing in a penalty shootout? I had PTSD, bro. I had PTSD. I was so happy when that Kepa dog saved that penalty. Right? Make them feel what I felt that day. But I see. I don't know. We'll see with Spurs because I don't know. They could be topsy-turvy. I still think it was such a stupid decision. The fact that you would sack the best manager that you had in recent years.
Yeah.
In Mourinho a week before your first cup final in long?
It was even stupid to sack the manager that brought you to the Champions League final.
But look at him now, man. Poch is absolutely frothing at PSG. Dude. You've literally just signed arguably the best
player of all time,
player in the world, right?
Yeah.
On a literally $40 million fee, right? $50 million fee, okay, right?
No, that's just a contract.
Yeah, but so I found it really amazing that PSG put out Messi shirts at it was 8:00 or whatever. They literally sold out within seconds.
Yeah.
Home, away, everything.
I heard that PSG made £90 million from just Messi sales in one day.
That literally just paid off his fee. Literally
paid off. That literally paid like 2 seasons. Literally paid for
paid off his fee. Everyone's like, "Oh, how are PSG making this money?" Literally, doesn't matter to them. They just literally just made it off jerseys alone.
Yeah, literally.
Which is crazy to see that Poch went from Daniel Levy not backing him to not buying the players he wants to you've just signed Gini Wijnaldum.
Donnarumma,
bro. Donnarumma on a free. Gini Wijnaldum on a free. Who else went there?
Messi on a free.
Sergio
Ramos on a free.
No, Sergio Ramos. Oh yeah, Sergio Ramos on a free, right?
Yeah, 4 world-class players on a free.
Bro. And especially with the season Donnarumma had, he'd be easy 70 mil. Easy 70 mil at the moment, especially with the Euros.
Bro, if we paid for Alisson 75 million 3 seasons ago from AS Roma,
after you put 7 past him, bro, you literally put 7 past him as well.
Donnaruma's 100 million.
Ramos, I'd value him at 40 to 50 million, even though he's getting old.
He's old.
Maybe 30 to 40.
I'll say 30. I'll
in between that. A very good signing in Hakimi as well. I really like Hakimi.
Yeah.
Hakimi, one of probably the best right back in the league, in the world at the moment
right now.
Yeah. But
is there anybody else?
You're going to tell me a better right back? Name one.
I can't, honestly. I think he's the best.
He is. He's one of the best right backs in the world, right? And the fact that you only spent 110 million in this transfer market and you've bought 5 people and one of them literally made you 90 million back is literally crazy. So
it's it's genius.
To see Poch go from having nothing at Spurs, not being back, to having literally probably
best players.
The decade, like one of the teams, if they perform the way they should be performing, wrap up everything. Literally, if they do not win the treble, failed of a season.
100%, I agree.
Honestly,
these next 2 years, you have to win everything, like everything.
They literally have to be that Real Madrid of 2015, 16, 17, or was it 16, 17, 18, where they literally went. It was 16, 17, 18.
Yeah, because 18.
Where they just dominated, literally curly-haired Ronaldo dominated Champions League, La Liga, Copa del Rey, whatever
It'll be a good finish to Messi's career if he wins the Champions League twice, back-to-back with PSG.
I don't think they'll be able to do it back-to-back, to be honest.
I reckon, man, with this squad, back-to-back,
but
bro.
Still, but you never know. You never know. They could come up to a good team where they sit back and defend against PSG, hit them on the counter, score 1 goal, then park the bus the whole rest of the game.
There's always that. There's always that. But like with the quality of Messi, the quality of Mbappe, the quality of Neymar, bro. Look at that front 3.
And see, to be honest, I reckon this will convince Mbappe to re-sign with PSG.
Yeah.
I reckon this will convince him to see the fact that they've just brought in all these players for the next couple of years at least.
Yeah, but I don't think Mbappe wants to see a Champions League medal.
Yeah, but this is your best chance.
This is the best chance. 100%.
What other team are you going to be like, oh, if I go to this team, this is the team that's going to win me a Champions League medal?
Man City.
No way. I think PSG run him to the ground. I think PSG
now they will.
I think exactly. So I don't see him leaving. I literally don't see him leaving.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
I think he'll be signed again. He'll re-sign for 5 years.
Yes,
Sorry, back to the Spurs and Man City game. We got caught up.
We haven't seen each other in so long. We haven't talked proper football.
Yeah, man.
Right. I'm gonna go for I'm going to be cheeky. I'm going to go for a 3-1 Tottenham win.
Fuck off.
Yeah, bro. I'm going cheeky. I'm going for a 3-1.
Dude, I don't see... Oh, you never know. Honestly, never know. But I'm going for a Man City win. You can have a 3-1 Spurs victory. I don't care. I'm going for a Man City 2-0 against Spurs.
That's all right.
Okay, that concludes our predictions for the first game week of the 21-22 season. Man, it's so good to be back. It's so good. I can't wait for the first game. I'm going to watch it. Brentford versus Arsenal.
I'm going to be awake
5 a.m. I cannot wait for it. It's going to be excellent. 6 hours to go, so I should be going to sleep.
Yeah, I'm going to bed too.
All right.
Well, thank you. It was good seeing everyone, talking to you again, my brother. It was a pleasure, yeah.
Good seeing you too, bro. And for everyone out there, have a good night. And if you have any predictions of your own, we'd love to hear from you. And please, as always, comment, like, and subscribe to our channel. It will really help us a lot with the YouTube algorithm. And yeah, that's all we have for you. So goodbye.